Well, we have rain spread across much of Minnesota. In fact, some of that rainfall could be heavy. We will see a little bit of snow in the overnight hours Friday night, but all the while, mild temperatures continue. So we have this developing system kind of right on top of the central U.S., and this is going to go on to be a big storm for the East Coast. For us, most significant, most rainfall that we've seen since about Halloween, liquid equivalent, or if we look at just the plain old rain that many of us are seeing, even in northern Minnesota for mid-December. Pretty incredible. So rain continuing across central and northern Minnesota. We'll finally see that rain fill in more in the Twin Cities this evening and overnight. And then notice on the northern end, it does turn over to snow. Now, it's going to be very difficult pinpointing accumulations because the ground will be so warm and wet, and then that precipitation does eventually fizzle out by the afternoon hours tomorrow, but expect a wet, at least early morning on Saturday, and even snowy for some spots, really more slushy snow. But yeah, the liquid equivalent precipitation of the system is going to be incredible. Half inch to an inch of liquid across much of central Minnesota up through the North Shore. We have not seen anything near this in the Twin Cities in southern Minnesota since October. It's been a very dry stretch, so this is a significant round of moisture. Best chances for snowfall accumulation is really a Fergus Falls to Brainerd to Duluth area. That's where we'll have enough cold air to see the snowfall accumulate. And we can't just look at the typical snowfall amounts in the models. We have to look at what's called positive change in snow depth, because that takes into account some of the compacting and melting on the ground. But best chance of seeing some snowfall in the Twin Cities will be the northwestern suburbs. This is the European model. It's a little overdone, but you get the idea. The further north and west you get, the better chance of seeing some snowfall on some of the grassy surfaces overnight tonight into early tomorrow. Now, the system will pull in some colder air behind it briefly Monday. So Sunday night, Monday into even Monday night, some chillier temperatures, actually near normal or below normal for a change, but then we're back into the mild stuff after that. It looks like most of next week. Sunday night, though, single digits across northern Minnesota, teens here in the Twin Cities and southern Minnesota. Looks like we'll see similar readings again Monday night, single digits and teens for those overnight lows, and daytime highs on Monday in the 20s, mid to upper 20s here in southern Minnesota, teens to low 20s in the northern part of the state, so actually close to normal. Maybe even a degree or two below it, but overall the pattern just continues what we've been seeing all month long. Very mild temperatures. This really kind of tells the story. This is a blend of the models, so sort of a weighted average of the models into next week. There's Monday, the one day below normal. The red dash line is the normal high, blue is the normal low, and you can see most of those readings are way above it. Staying pretty steady for those temperatures today. Again, we are going to see that rain fill in more for southern Minnesota and the Twin Cities through the afternoon, but especially the evening and overnight. The steady rain much of the day has been to the north, and that area will kind of expand and fill in. We will see a little bit of snow mixed with the rain tonight into early tomorrow, but again, accumulations really limited to St. Cloud, Brainerd, Fergus Falls, up through Duluth, and then a little cooler behind it, as I mentioned, for Monday, but back into those near 40-degree readings in the next week. So increasingly, it is looking like a brown Christmas for many of us.